stop thinking, do more. This is advice that I wish I would have taken on board earlier this year. Because I'll be honest, this year has been a bit of a struggle for me. I've been somewhat externally successful, built up my real estate brand, my real estate page, but felt very lost and misplaced, not quite sure where my identity fits in this world. Built a successful personal brand, but also just, deep internally, not completely satisfied with nothing to do with like my career necessarily, but more with myself as a person, and not feeling like I'm pushing myself to my absolute potential. And there's been so many repeat patterns where I've thought of the person that I could be or should be. I've thought of so many scenarios in which I have the perfect life or the perfect world, because we very much do that. But there's been a lack of action on my behalf. And I realized that when there's just been so many opportunities that I've had in front of me, and rather than taking action on them and doing, I've thought about them for too long. And then from there, maybe spoke to one or two people who actually have nothing to do with that thing I'm doing. Let's talk a career change or a different business idea. Let's just use them as examples. And I'll tell this idea, this passion project or whatever to this other person, and someone can talk you out of it. And what that does, that makes you doubt yourself. That makes you doubt your own belief. But why would somebody else have the answer to your passion, to your dream, as if they've lived your life through your lens? They've lived their life through their own eyes, their own lens. Okay, that's been a completely different trajectory to what you've lived. So why is it that they can be the ones to dictate what their opinion is to then put you off doing that thing? And this has happened to me probably 7 to 10 times this year. I really struggled with analysis paralysis, too many options and not enough action. And now I made a bit of a conscious effort, specifically the last 14 days, to remove as much distraction as possible. Started with caffeine, no meat, that's for a different video. That's just an experiment, less about the concentration. Less social media time. Actually, this week, completely off Instagram, Facebook. Only thing I'll be doing is posting on YouTube, but not going on YouTube, just posting on Instagram, delete. Everything else, all these other TikToks, gone. No short form content, no distractions. Although it has been reduced, it's now completely cut out. No Netflix, no allowing myself to be... So basically not allowing myself to be distracted from external noise, but also keeping your own ideas and ambitions to yourself. Again, this is something that I don't know what it is about myself, and I'm a sucker for saying it, and I like to be vulnerable in these scenarios. I have a great idea, I get excited about it, and I share it with somebody, maybe somebody close to me, maybe somebody that knows me, maybe someone that I thought might share that same viewpoint that I have. And let's say I tell 2 or 3 people, one might just not agree with it. And that person that doesn't agree with it could put me off the idea. I've just realized that this is what happens, and then that pattern spirals down. So I've really made an effort now to not do that, and then take action on the things that I want to take action on. So for example, we've said that we were going to, build your personal brand, talk about things, set a challenge, 14 days posting consecutively on YouTube, non-stop. And in those 14 days, yes, maybe at times there's not been a lot of thought that goes into the script, the thumbnail, the idea, the title, and it's more just talking from the heart. But consistency can result in clarity. This is what my coach told me. He said consistency can result in clarity. So the more you do, the more clear you can basically become. That's what I'm trying to say. So like, I've realized the types of videos that I'm creating are reflections of my life, which, you know, as somebody who's 30 years old, successful in real estate, living in Dubai, owns 2 houses, got what, again, you think on paper is like the perfect life, but yet struggling on the inside at times to think about what his purpose is and what his goal is and what his direction is. So now is a big effort for me to just do. I want to spend more time in Asia. So guess what I'm going to go and do? I'm going to go and do it. I want to spend more time doing things that I love doing. So I'm doing a couple more triathlons this year. So I'm going to join a triathlon coaching team next week. So I'm going to go and train with them. That's going to be hard. That's going to take away from the day, but I love doing it, so I'm going to do it. You know, I want to. What else do I want to do? I don't know. This year I want to spend more time doing water sports, so I'm looking into doing some wakeboarding. You know, I'd love to do sailing. Dubai's not the best place to do that, especially in the heat. But I'm going to look into it. I'm going to do it. I'm less thinking and more doing. And I'm going to document the snowball effect of this because I think it's important. I think it's important to share the journey and see how it's going to unfold. And so you can see what business ventures I'm doing. In the background, I'm not going to tell too much about it, but I'm also just doing, I'm doing things in the background. I've got business ventures that I'm looking into and working into, and I'm going to do it. I'm going to stop thinking about it. If it's the right idea, is it my purpose? Is it my vision? Is it my goal? I don't know, but I'm going to do it, and I'll let you know if it works out or not. I'm just going to stop thinking about it. I'm just going to do it. So stop thinking and get to doing. No, stop thinking, more doing. That is what I'm saying today. Thank you all for watching.